Welcome back to B&B Spoilers. Today, we unravel the tangled web of romance, power struggles, and moral dilemmas on The Bold and the Beautiful. Friday, February 14th, is packed with emotional confrontations, career-defining victories, and relationships hanging by a thread. From heated debates over past betrayals to stunning business success, the stakes couldn't be higher. What's next for Hope, Carter, Electra, Will, and the rest of our beloved characters? Let's dive into the drama. Love and triumph. Electra and Will's victory before the storm at the heart of today's episode is a moment of pure triumph, a rare but fleeting pause in the chaos, as Electra Forrester and Will Spencer celebrate the wildly successful launch of Forrester Creations' newest jewelry line. Months of hard work, sleepless nights, and bold creative decisions have culminated in a defining moment for Electra. The response from both critics and customers is overwhelmingly positive. The online buzz is electric, sales projections are soaring, and influencers and fashion journalists alike are singing the collection's praises. The jewelry line isn't just another business venture, it's a reflection of Electra's personal artistry, her ambition, and her desire to cement her place in the Forrester legacy. Will Spencer watches the woman he loves bask in her success, his pride evident. He has been by her side through every step of this journey, offering encouragement when doubt crept in, reminding her of her talent when obstacles arose, and now, reveling in the joy of her well-earned triumph. This moment is theirs to share, a testament to their growing bond. But in the world of the bold and the beautiful, happiness is never permanent. Storm clouds linger just beyond this moment of celebration. Will and Electra's relationship is strong for now, but will outside forces and personal ambitions drive them apart? Tactical maneuvers. Daphne's attempt to steady the Forrester dynasty. Meanwhile, at the opulent Forrester mansion, Daphne Rose finds herself facing a high-stakes conversation with Ridge Forrester, Taylor Hayes, and Eric Forrester. It's a meeting laced with careful negotiations, unspoken tensions, and the heavy burden of the Forrester legacy. Steffi Forrester's plan is bold, but not without risk, and Daphne is here to assure them that it is the best possible path forward. Ridge, ever the pragmatist, leans back in his chair, arms crossed, his sharp eyes dissecting every word she says. His trust has been shaken too many times before, and he isn't about to blindly follow a strategy that could backfire. Taylor, on the other hand, is more open to the idea. She sees the potential in the plan, the chance to right past wrongs, to reclaim what belongs to the family, to restore balance. She isn't as quick to dismiss Daphne's words, and this gives the young woman a glimmer of hope that her message is getting through. Then there's Eric, the patriarch. His decades of experience have made him both wise and cautious. He knows that one wrong move in business or family affairs can set off a chain reaction that is impossible to undo. He listens in silence, nodding occasionally, but his final verdict remains uncertain. Daphne knows she has one shot to convince them. If Ridge, Taylor, and Eric refuse to get on board, Steffi's strategy might crumble before it even gets off the ground. But is Daphne truly a neutral player here, or does she have her own motives for pushing this agenda? A rift between allies, Hope and Carter's explosive confrontation back at Forrester Creations, what should have been a celebratory occasion quickly turns into a battle of ideologies and personal guilt. Hope Logan and Carter Walton find themselves locked in an intense argument, one that threatens to unravel their already fragile alliance. Carter, typically known for his calm and reasoned approach, delivers a shocking statement. He believes that they should apologize to Ridge and Steffi. The moment the words leave his mouth, Hope's expression twists into a mixture of disbelief and anger. How could he even suggest such a thing? Just days ago, Carter was just as adamant as she was that their decisions were justified, that their position was strong. What changed? Her voice rises as she demands an answer. Are you seriously telling me that after everything, after all the battles we fought, you suddenly want to crawl back and beg for forgiveness? But Carter isn't backing down. The weight of his actions is starting to crush him, and his conscience, once easy to silence, is now speaking too loudly to ignore. Brooke Logan has been in his ear, reminding him over and over again that his coup came at a cost. Daphne Rose, at Steffi's behest, has been working behind the scenes, nudging him toward a realization that he can no longer avoid. And then there's Ridge, the man who was once his best friend. Losing Ridge's trust, his respect, has hit Carter harder than he expected. He misses that friendship. He misses the camaraderie. He misses knowing he was always doing the right thing. But Hope sees this shift as a betrayal. She doesn't care about Carter's guilt or his longing for past friendships, she cares about standing firm. In her eyes, apologizing now is a sign of weakness, an admission that they were wrong when she believes, without a shadow of a doubt, that they weren't. Tension crackles in the air as they stare each other down, neither willing to budge. But something fundamental has shifted in Carter. The cracks in his resolve are beginning to show. The future of Forrester Creations, Ivy and Electra's crossroads. While tempers flare in one office, Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester sit on edge in another, awaiting the final results of their jewelry line's launch. It's a moment of high-stakes anticipation, where the difference between success and failure could be determined by a single sales report. Ivy, never one to sit idle, decides to take matters into her own hands. She rushes off to handle press interviews, weaving carefully crafted narratives that highlight the collection's artistry and innovation. She knows how to control a story, how to keep the media's focus exactly where it needs to be. Electra, however, remains behind, absorbing the weight of this moment. This isn't just a business endeavor for her, it's a personal statement. She needs this success to cement her place, to prove to the world, and perhaps even to herself, that she is more than just a Forrester by name. Just then, Katie Logan walks in with the results. Her face says it all, the launch is a triumph. Excitement ripples through the office, but for Electra, this is just the beginning. The real test will be what happens next. What's next on The Bold and the Beautiful? Will Hope and Carter's alliance shatter beyond repair, or will one of them make the ultimate compromise? Is Daphne truly on Steffi's side, or is she playing a deeper game? Can Will and Electra's romance withstand the pressures of their success? And what hidden consequences will today's events set into motion? Stay tuned, B&B fans, because the drama is only just beginning. Next, we unravel a web of betrayals, shifting alliances, and high-stakes corporate drama in The Bold and the Beautiful. In today's explosive episode, emotions run high as Steffi Forrester's strategy takes shape, tensions between Hope and Carter come to a boiling point, and Taylor struggles to convince Ridge and Eric that Carter is not beyond redemption. Will Forrester Creations slip further from their grasp, or is a comeback on the horizon? Let's dive into the drama. A personal mission. Daphne's determination to rescue Carter from Hope's grip in the design office at Forrester Creations. Steffi Forrester and Daphne Rose plot their next move. The stakes couldn't be higher, the future of the company is on the line, and Steffi is determined to rid Forrester Creations of the Logan influence once and for all. Daphne, ever the strategist, assures Steffi that she's spent enough time around Carter Walton to understand his mindset. He's always been a man of principle, but something in him has shifted, and that shift has a name, Hope Logan. Steffi, frustrated yet focused, doesn't want to leave anything to chance. The seduction card is no longer an option, she laments, though Daphne raises an eyebrow. Should they really rule it out entirely? Steffi dismisses the idea for now. What matters most is appealing to Carter's sense of morality. Daphne, ever perceptive, sees Carter for what he is, a man caught between two worlds, torn between loyalty and ambition. She knows that deep down, he isn't the ruthless businessman he's pretending to be. It's not just about saving Forrester Creations anymore, it's about rescuing Carter from himself. And yet, as Daphne speaks, a flicker of something else lingers in her words. She isn't just fighting for Steffi's cause anymore, this is personal. Carter isn't just an ally to reclaim, but a man she's come to admire, maybe even desire. Doubt creeps in, Carter's crisis of conscience as hope pushes forward. Meanwhile, in the executive offices of Forrester Creations, Carter, Hope, and Brooke are preparing for what should be a monumental business victory, the launch of their new jewelry line. Hope, ever the optimist, beams with confidence. "This is it, Carter. Our moment. We've done it," she exclaims, expecting him to match her enthusiasm. But Carter doesn't smile. Hope notices immediately. Something is weighing on him, something beyond mere business concerns. She assumes it's nerves about the launch, reassuring him that the jewelry line will be a massive success. "You've earned this, Carter," she tells him. "That seat behind the desk? It's yours. Enjoy it." But Carter isn't convinced. Something doesn't feel right. Brooke, always observant, exchanges a glance with Carter. She sees the hesitation creeping in, the self-doubt gnawing at him. She knows that Steffi and Taylor are trying to get inside his head, but the question remains, is it working? The man Carter once was, the one who built friendships on trust and loyalty, is beginning to surface. But will he embrace that version of himself, or continue down the path he's chosen? The great debate, is Carter still the man they once knew? Back at the Forrester mansion, Eric Forrester is restless, eager for any updates from behind enemy lines. He wants to know where things stand. Is there any progress in reclaiming their company? Ridge, looking weary but determined, shares that he and Taylor spoke with Steffi, but they didn't discuss the takeover in detail. What's clear, however, is that Steffi has a plan. Eric, arms crossed, doesn't look convinced. "She wants to appeal to Carter's conscience," he scoffs. "Good luck with that." Taylor, ever the voice of reason, reminds them that people aren't static. They change. She's seen it happen time and time again in her practice. People can lose themselves, fall into manipulation and power plays, but they can also find their way back. Carter is no exception. Eric shakes his head, unconvinced. "The man we knew is gone. Carter's not coming back." Taylor won't accept that. She believes that with the right influence, perhaps from Steffi or Daphne, Carter can be reminded of who he really is. But Ridge isn't sure. He's seen Carter's ambition firsthand. He's seen the choices he's made, and right now, his old friend is standing firmly on the opposite side of the battlefield. The debate rages on, with Eric holding on to his fury, Ridge caught between hope and doubt, and Taylor steadfast in her belief that redemption is possible. But does Carter even want to be redeemed? What's next on The Bold and the Beautiful? Will Carter's lingering doubts push him to reconsider his alliances, or will he bury his conscience for good? Can Daphne successfully manipulate Carter into seeing Hope as the true villain, or will her personal feelings cloud her judgment? How far is Steffi willing to go to eliminate the Logan's presence at Forrester Creations? Will Taylor's unwavering faith in Carter's redemption prove to be well-founded, or is she placing her trust in a lost cause? With tensions at an all-time high, The Bold and the Beautiful is gearing up for a power struggle like no other. Next, we dive into the high-stakes power plays, shocking betrayals, and sizzling tensions brewing in The Bold and the Beautiful. In today's analysis, Brooke Logan finds herself in possession of information that could turn the tides, But will she use it wisely or let her assumptions steer her toward an explosive confrontation? With Steffi and Daphne seemingly conspiring, and Carter caught in the middle, the battle lines are drawn, but who will emerge victorious? Let's break down all the latest drama, dissect the social media buzz, and predict what's coming next in this whirlwind saga. The fan reactions, a divided audience on Brooke's next move. Whenever the bold and the beautiful serves up a high-stakes power struggle, fans take to social media to share their passionate opinions. And this time, the drama surrounding Brooke, Steffi, and Daphne has sparked intense debate. Some viewers argue that Brooke should be the one to reclaim Forrester creations, not Steffi. That way, people will see she is a woman of her word, and Ridge can eat all his words for calling her a liar, one fan insisted. Others, however, are more intrigued by how Brooke will handle Daphne's unexpected role in all of this. The internet is buzzing with theories. Is Brooke going to use this newfound knowledge as leverage, or is she about to walk into a trap of her own making? One particularly wild fan theory took things to the next level. What if Brooke sneaks into the Forrester labs and finds out there's some kind of illegal drug in Daphne's secret perfume formula? While that might be a bit far-fetched, it does highlight an interesting possibility. Could Daphne be hiding something far more scandalous than just a plan to win over Carter? No matter which direction the story takes, one thing is clear, fans are hooked. Is Brooke jumping to conclusions? A classic case of eavesdropping gone wrong. It all started when Brooke Logan overheard a crucial conversation between Steffi and Daphne, though she didn't quite catch every detail from beginning to end. But Brooke being Brooke, she's convinced that what little she heard is enough to expose a calculated scheme. Now, she believes that Steffi and Daphne are plotting something major, and she's determined to figure out exactly what it is. But here's the problem, Brooke is only working with half the story. Is she misinterpreting their motives? There's a strong chance that Brooke's assumption, that Daphne is trying to steal Carter for herself, is completely off base. In reality, Daphne's endgame is far more nuanced, and her role in Steffi's plan might be more about strategy than seduction. That said, Brooke is not the type to sit back and let things unfold. Armed with this fragmented information, she is going to insert herself into the situation in a big way, whether it's by confronting Daphne directly, manipulating Carter, or even pulling off a power play of her own. Brooke may not have all the facts, but when has that ever stopped her before? Daphne's true intentions, a game of strategy, not seduction. What makes this situation even more intriguing is that Daphne's motives are far more layered than anyone realizes. While Brooke assumes Daphne is romantically interested in Carter, the truth is far more complicated. Yes, she admires him. Yes, she respects him. But is she playing for personal gain, or is she truly working for Steffi's cause? Daphne has spent weeks studying Carter, his strengths, his vulnerabilities, and most importantly, the doubts that linger beneath his confident exterior. Steffi's ultimate goal is clear, to push the Logans out of Forrester Creations once and for all. Daphne, as her trusted confidant, has been given an important task, to find the cracks in Carter's loyalty and make him realize that aligning with Hope and Brooke was a mistake. While Steffi initially considered using seduction as a tool, Daphne has insisted that there are better ways to get through to Carter. She believes that beneath his ambition, there is a man who still values integrity and honor. If she can remind him of the person he once was, maybe, just maybe, he will reconsider where he stands in this ongoing battle. But the question remains, is Daphne truly acting in Steffi's best interests, or does she have a personal stake in this game? The power struggle, Brooke versus Steffi, who will outmaneuver the other? At this point, it's clear that we are heading toward a showdown between two of the most formidable women in B&B history, Brooke Logan and Steffi Forrester. For years, these two have been locked in a battle for control, both in business and in their personal lives. Now, with Steffi's future at Forrester Creations hanging in the balance and Brooke sniffing around for any possible leverage, we are about to see a game of high-stakes manipulation, ambition, and deception. What's Brooke's next move? Now that she suspects something is going on, Brooke has several options. Direct confrontation. Will she go straight to Daphne and try to force the truth out of her? Manipulating Carter. If she convinces Carter that Daphne is trying to play him, she could turn the tables before Steffi's plan even gets off the ground. Leverage and blackmail. If Brooke can uncover any kind of dirt on Daphne, she could turn the entire situation in her favor. But let's not forget, Steffi isn't backing down either. She has made it clear that she will do whatever it takes to reclaim her family's legacy. With Daphne's support, Steffi believes she has the upper hand. But can she anticipate Brooke's next move, or will she find herself caught off guard? With the chessboard set and the pieces in motion, one thing is for sure, this war is just getting started. What's next on The Bold and the Beautiful? Will Brooke's assumption about Daphne backfire, or is she actually onto something? Can Daphne truly change Carter's mind, or will he stay loyal to hope? Will Steffi's plan succeed, or will Brooke outmaneuver her at the last minute? Could an unexpected wild card shake up the entire situation? With tensions rising, power plays unfolding, and secrets lurking beneath the surface, the next few episodes are set to deliver non-stop drama. Stay tuned, B&B fans, because this battle is only beginning.